Alright, hello friends, and welcome back to another NAGA game here. We have El Paso taking on Fort Wayne as one of our 3 p.m. matchups as we take a look at Fort Wayne's new look roster here, making a lot of changes this past week. Most notably shipping off starting quarterback Zach McFarland to Louisville, among many other trades. Let me actually find that trade for you all. Yeah, so the trade that sent McFarland to Louisville included CJ Mack, by the way, but Fort Wayne received guard Carter Pedersen, corner Devontae Owens, a 4th this year, and a 1st and 4th next year. So that's an interesting trade. Another trade, they get Mo Sewell and a season 8 7th, but they traded Calvin Bunton to Delaware. They also traded away tight end Carson Roble and safety Robert Royal for a season 7 2nd from Raleigh and a season 8 1st from Raleigh. And they weren't done this week. They shipped off James Hatchett and Quentin Barnes to Salt Lake City in exchange for Earl Howard IV, Gavin Mosher, and a 5th from next year. And that is a lot of trading. So as a result, oh yeah, they also traded Cedric Poteet too. He's gone to Vancouver. I'll get that trade for you too. Yes. Oh my gosh, and their defense. This was a massive trade. So get this. Vancouver gets Cedric Poteet, Derek Nixon, Shane Lusk, and Corey Zachary. And Fort Wayne receives Kane Newman, who's starting at running back, as you see on screen. But they also get Emmanuel Blackman, linebacker Aiden McCormick, a 3rd this year from Omaha, and a 3rd next year from Portland. Okay, so I will have to reference their new roster a lot today because there are going to be some names that I may have forgotten that are on this team, including the starting quarterback for today's game, which is Jadrian Scott, who is a name you have probably never heard of. He was the original backup for Fort Wayne's, quote-unquote base roster. He is a 77 overall from UAB. He's 25. But he does have 84 speed. It's just his throw power is not starter caliber. So think of like a Davian Clinkscales type, but he can't throw. But we'll see how he does today, actually. 14% chance to win. Although Dave over here expecting a big day from Jordan Kennan. Okay, that's a linebacker, by the way. So yeah, we'll see. 3-4 taking El Paso in this one, so we'll see how they do. We are off to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Steel Dynamic Stadium as we take a look at the standings here. Totally forgot to point that out. Fort Wayne coming into the game at 1-5, El Paso at 5-1. Fort Wayne, the worst total offense in the entire league. 32nd ranked, only 267 yards a game. And they're 18th best in defense. Meanwhile, El Paso, middle of the pack in offense, 16th and 8th best total defense. Orlando Burnett on that run. As calling some new teams for a change. I like it. El Paso in the white and bone colored jerseys, and Fort Wayne in their home gray and gold. Jarvis Malone in the backfield on this 3rd and 2. He will get the call. Malone has enough for the first. Malone spent some time in Wichita, backing up Calvin Cousins. Also spent some time in Louisville, I believe, as well. Clink Scales to throw. Caught Burnett. Clink Scales wide open. Touchdown, Tredarius Combs, the veteran, former River Monster. Seven nothing early. As Fort Wayne will return it. Veteran receiver Darnell Frazier, former longtime Brooklyn Bandit / Regulator. And it'll be Jadrian Scott leading his troops onto the field. First career start for him. He will throw to the air, almost picked on his first pass. Oof. Tried to hit that comeback, but couldn't quite connect. Second down, Kane Newman in the backfield. Go. He'll get the call, and he'll be brought down. 98, Ruben Patrick, the defensive tackle out of UTSA. Scott on 3rd and 12 has his first NAGA completion to Darnell Frazier. First down, Scott looking to the air, has another completion, that time to fullback Nick Klusner. Is it Nick or Nate, actually? It is Nick. Okay, I'm right. 26-year-old out of North Dakota State is Klusner. Third and 6 now for Scott. He's got some time, has a man. It's Latrell Middleton. 28-year-old out of University of Houston. Good slot guy for them this year. Scott. Incomplete look from Middleton. Middleton, of course, with the injuries and trades in this receiving core, will now assume wide receiver 2 duties, as Hatchett, Glover, and C.J. Mack have all found different homes. Lorenzo Salvaggio, the former regulator, with the sack. Third down, 19. Scott looking, has his man. It's Newman, but he'll be well short, as he is brought down by Nico Malatesta, who's having a tremendous rookie year. The young safety out of UCLA, already an 84 overall, as that kick is just barely good by Christian Sanchez Rios, the Colorado-born kicker. Eric Fletcher on the return. Take a look at this offense here for El Paso. Clink Scales and Burnett, quarterback and running back, and you got Eric Fletcher at receiver, along with Carl Milton, Maurice Moore, Dominic Epps, who had a great game a couple weeks ago. Of course, Tredarius Combs had that TD earlier on in the quarter. An offensive line led by left tackle, 78, Chris McGinnis. As Burnett stopped there, new acquisition Emmanuel Blackman on that stop. 2nd and 12. Handoff to Malone. 94 on that stop for Fort Wayne. That is Victor Marshall. Malone trying to push forward. And 33, Ronnie Joubert on the stop. The rookie out of Texas. Adam Day on the punt, and this is a beauty. Inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Good punt by Day. Scott working from the 8. That is incomplete. In the direction of new number 1 tight end. That is 85, Julius Lawrence. Go! Pass is dropped. Looking to hit Newman out of the backfield there. It couldn't connect. Third down. Lawrence in motion. Go! Scott to the air. Pass connects. Middleton. First down, Generals. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Scott under pressure. Oh, off the hands. That was right in the breadbasket for Frazier. But he felt the pressure coming from the defensive back. I believe that was Travis in coverage. Newman on second down, not very far. 35, Lonnie Clemens on the stop. Scott on third down. Has a man on third down conversion. It's Newman. Javian Sneed now in the game as we end the quarter, and he will not get to run a play. Scott in the I for him. He'll pass. Looking short. Dropped. Right in the hands of Frazier, but couldn't keep his eye on the ball. Second down. Scott has time. Ooh, knocked away. Third down now for the Generals. Newman to the near slot. They will go deep here. Incomplete. Now a tester read that play well, and it'll force a punt. Kieran McDonald, the punter from Ireland, thought about punting it, but it'll be an encroachment on the punt by Salvaggio. McDonald, born in Ireland, but played his college ball at Duquesne in Pennsylvania. Short punt there, just inside the 20. And El Paso will go back to work. Burnett on the run. Tackle made by 26. That is Marcus Fennell. Go! Clinkscales. Pass caught. That's Epps. Hike. Clinkscales on 3rd and 5. Got his man. It's Carl Milton. Tackle made by 21 Maurice Hammonds. Ball at the 50. Burnett shakes off a hit. Trying to get a block there from 85 Jake Self. But good for 4. 2nd and 6. Malone in the backfield. He will get the carry. Malone, good blocking. And good enough for the first down. 6:45 to go. Low scoring game so far. It's 7-3. Clinkscales incomplete. Third and 11. Go! Trent Kane in the backfield. Clinkscales to Jake Self, the big tight end. Self 6'4", 267 pounds. He is a beast. 27-year-old, 84 star dev at a USF. Burnett. Gonna get a few on that screen. 2nd and 5. As El Paso looking to strike again. Trent Kane in motion. Burnett. And block. Brought down by 8. Jordan Kennan. 3rd and 1 now. Goal line set. Looking to try and put it up the gut here, perhaps. No, they'll pass here. End zone touchdown. Jake Self. What a play design. They thought about running it up the middle, but decided, nope, we're going to dump it off the tight end, Self, as he uses his big 6'4" frame to catch it in the end zone and give El Paso a 2-score lead. 14-3. Frazier on the return. Jadrian Scott will line up in the shotgun here. Look to throw. Deep here. Incomplete. It was way over the head of Frazier. Handoff here to Newman. Good for a few. Call it 5. Tackle made by 58 Sean Harrison. 3rd and 4. They go play action. They will get it off to Newman, but he will be short by about an inch. Wow. I thought it was going to be a little bit farther away than that. McDonald booting it deep to Clemens. Middleton there for the stop as El Paso goes back to work. Looking to score again before half and add some cushion to this lead. Man in motion is Milton. They go his way to Burnett. Nice block from 61 there for a brief moment. Right tackle Leighton Stevenson as Burnett gets injured. Perhaps maybe just a cramp or something. Expected to be back. Knocked away that time. Believe that may have been Andre Roach. 9. I'm not entirely certain. Malone. Big block there. Then Malone gets out after a gain of 34, but a tremendous block there by 65. That is Patrick Bowman, the right guard out of Syracuse. 2-minute warning here in the first half. Clinkscales caught. Fletcher. Pass here over the middle. Connects with Milton. Clinkscales almost picked. Third and goal. And El Paso not gonna get into the end zone here. Poor route concept there, as Combs does get a completion, but not his second TD. Chip shot by Blake Kelly is good. (17-3). Frazier on the return breaks a tackle, but he is going nowhere. Donovan Travis in on the stop on special teams. 1:06 to go in the half. Fort Wayne down by 14. Scott, pass connects. Frazier, good for 24. Fort Wayne using one of their 3 timeouts here. Scott, pass. Oh, drop there. 84. That was Gavin Mosher, the intended target. Scott, deep again. Frazier has come back to life here at the end of the first half. Scott now 9 of 20 for 144. Go! First down. Scott back to the air again. It's Frazier. Good for 21. Have a drive. Darnell Frazier. Already at 100 yards. 4 catches on 9 targets for him. Can he keep it rolling? Scott to the air again. This time to the end zone. It's Julius Lawrence for the TD. And the first career NAGA touchdown for Jadrian Scott. And I believe that's also Julius Lawrence's first NAGA touchdown as well. Oh no, it's his second. My bad. He's had a touchdown already this year. So, first career touchdown to second career touchdown. Thanks to my quick stats for that. 21 seconds left in the half. Click scales to self. That may have been tipped as well. Hammonds thought he had a hand on it, but Jake Self says, that is mine, Maurice. Go! Pass caught. Combs. El Paso going to use a timeout here, perhaps along field goal. No. They will keep the offense on the field and perhaps try a Hail Mary. Yes, they will. It is incomplete. Now what do? They will keep the offense on the field again, this time for another Hail Mary. And they motion Milton. This is an interesting concept. They go to Milton, but they won't have enough time to call a timeout and kick a field goal. So 17-10 the score. This is, to be honest, a lot closer game than I would have expected. But major props to Jadrian Scott and Darnell Frazier for keeping this game close as Burnett gets injured again on that Hail Mary to end the half. Okay. That's the second time he's gotten injured today. That may be a cause of concern for El Paso. Frazier will get a solid return. Tackle made by 59, Teddy McDonald. And we'll see if Jadrian Scott can keep it up here. Newman on the carry. Good for 6. Stop made by 31 Alfonso Blackwell. Klusner in motion. 2nd and 4. Newman on the run. Good enough for the first down. As Javian Sneed will come into the game. Lawrence in motion. Go! Scott. Pass is gonna connect here. Frazier has had himself a game. Hike. Scott again, back to the air, knocked away. 2nd and 10. Scott looking wide open is Klusner. Nice catch. Good for 9. That'll get him close. A 3rd and 1. Very manageable here. Newman in the backfield. Scott to pass. Oh, just a little bit too low for Middleton there. And 4th and 1. They're keeping the offense on the field. Gutsy call here by the coach. 4th down and 1. He'll hand it to Newman right up the middle, and he has enough. As they keep the offense out onto the field. Scott on 1st down. Deep. incomplete. He overthrew Frazier, but it'll be an defensive hold, on Lonnie Clemens. That'll give him an automatic first. How about that for a bailout? Toss. Newman. Big hole. Hurdles a man. Good enough for the first. Blackwell on the stop. Oh no! Nico Malatesta is not coming back. That is horrible news for this El Paso defense. He is probably their best player. Oh no. Oh no. Klusner on the 2nd and 1 handoff here. As that is just not good. As it looks like Blackwell may have moved to safety here, as he and Jawan Barton are splitting time out there. 2nd and goal. Handoff. Newman to the end zone, and he is in for the touchdown, Fort Wayne. And just like that, they have tied the game. $17 apiece here between El Paso and Fort Wayne. If you are enjoying what you see and are not subscribed, consider subscribing. We have a whole bunch of action for you each week. 16 games, 12 weeks. Championship game right before Christmas. Whole bunch of action for you in the rest of 2024. Clink Scales here, gonna be sacked on the blitz by Andre Roach. Clink Scales, 3rd and 12. Ooh, off the hands of the new acquisition. That was 27, Mo Sewell. 4th down, Adam Day to punt. 29, Malachi Ross to return. Former St. Louis Sentinel was acquired in the trade for Isaiah Glover. Newman on the carry. Ooh. Big push there by 66. That was, I believe, Casey Strickland. Yeah, a little bit of extracurricular there, but no harm, no foul. Sean Harrison meets Newman in the backfield there for a loss. 3rd and 6, 2:50 to go in the 3rd. Tie game at 17 apiece. And number 17, Jadrian Scott in the gun. Incomplete. Trying to hit Sneed. Although at just 5'10", he's got to be a little bit taller for that. 4th down, McDonald, the Irishman, on to punt. And into the end zone it rolls for a touchback. Clink Scales going to start in the weak eye. Burnett and Kane in the backfield. Nice block from Kane, 45. And Burnett for the 1st down. Joubert on the stop. Kane on the carry there. Again, it's Ronnie Joubert on the stop. Victor Marshall going to come out for a few plays as he trots to the sideline under his own power. 2nd and 4. And that's a big loss there. Jimmy Pitt on the tackle for loss that time. 3rd and 7. Burnett on the carry, and that will not be good enough. Adam Day to punt it away. That's a big punt there. Bounces at the 10. Can they get there fast enough? Milton. No, he can't. And Andre Roach will miss the rest of the game, but not any additional games because that is a punt return injury, which we do not count on the injury report. 2nd and 10, as that'll be the end of the quarter. Tie game, 17-17. El Paso coming in at 5-1, as we mentioned. Fort Wayne at 1-5, starting a backup QB and a less than favorable receiving corps. Although the big story for El Paso today, Nico Malatesta not returning in this game for the defense, is out for the game with an injury. Newman on the carry, brought down by 94, that being Abraham Baker. Good enough for the first. Sneed in the backfield. He'll get the toss. Sneed. Good for 5. Newman this time. Good for 6 as he lunges forward for the first. 14 for 65 for Newman. Almost 5 yards a carry. Sneed on that run. 2nd down and 2 to go. Scott under pressure. Overthrows his man. That was Lawrence he was trying to go to. Incomplete. 3rd and 2. Goal line formation. They will motion Lawrence. Counter play. Newman. Big block from Frazier on that 2nd level. And good enough for the first down as we take under 7 minutes to play in the game. Scott. Deep. Lawrence on the sideline. Julius Lawrence. What a great catch. Good for 32 yards down to the 9. Newman breaking 2 tackles. Brought down by 98, Ruben Patrick. 2nd and goal, Sneed. Brought down there, I believe, by Harrison. And it's 3rd and goal after that big catch by Lawrence. Can they find the end zone? Scott looking short. Klusner, he gets in for the score right inside the pylon. Nick Klusner gives Fort Wayne the lead here in what seems to be improbable fashion. Burnett on the run, no gain. Clinkscales to pass here. Self is open. Not good enough for the first. 3rd and 2. Burnett on the carry. Good enough for the first. 4 minutes to go. El Paso playing from behind in a situation they never thought they would have to face today. Facing the pressure is Clinkscales, and Fletcher off of his hands. 3.5 to go. Can Fort Wayne make one more stop on defense? Handoff to Burnett. And I don't know why you're running on 2nd and 10 with the game on the line, but that's just me. 3rd and 8. They go Milton to the near slot. They need this badly. Clinkscales to Fletcher. Move them. 1st down, El Paso. All at the 49. Clinkscales needs to string together a couple of completions to get within striking distance. There's one to Epps. Good for 7. And no timeout being taken here. This will probably go down to a 2-minute warning. It will. And we will see what happens here. 2 minutes to go. Ball at the 45 for the Toros. Clinkscales to pass here. Swinging it out to Burnett. Good enough for the first tackle made by 58 Quincy Adebawale. First and 10 for El Paso. Go! Clinkscales over the middle. It's Fletcher. Kennan on the stop. And no timeouts still being used by the Toros. Perhaps they want to try and drain the clock so Fort Wayne can't score. Could we see OT here? Clinkscales sacked. It's Emmanuel Blackman. 3rd and 9. It's a big one for Fort Wayne. Fletcher in motion, left to right. Clinkscales on 3rd down. Has Fletcher, Mr. Reliable. And that is good enough to move the sticks inside the 25. 55 seconds to go. Both teams, all 3 of their timeouts left, and Emmanuel Blackman comes through again, forcing El Paso to take a timeout. 2nd sack for Blackman today. 2nd and 19, knocked away by Joubert, 33. 42 seconds to go. 3rd down and 19. Clinkscales. Milton catches it inside the 10. That one goes for 26. And they have to hurry to the line with 27 seconds to go. 2 timeouts left for El Paso. Clinkscales touchdown. It's Graham Dunaway. This game is insane. Wow. Of all people, Graham Dunaway. Sean Harrison's special teams injury, by the way, not counting that. Graham Dunaway. Wow, the backup tight end. Man, story of backups today. Jadrian Scott keeping his team in the game and could even see some extra football here. 13 seconds left. Newman going to be stopped here. Fort Wayne does have a timeout to use, and they will use it. 3rd and 5. Scott. Pass. Caught. Frazier. Oh, I thought he was going to break it down the sideline. But we have overtime here at Steel Dynamic Stadium. What? Are you kidding? And Fort Wayne is going to get the ball first. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Frazier on the return. My oh my. Wow. Jadrian Scott, unbelievable story so far. Newman not far on that. 54 on the stop. That is Andrew McCarthy. Go. 2nd and 12. Newman says hello to 36th Eugene Donaldson. 3rd and 16, and Fort Wayne going to have to come up with something here. Scott, deep, converts, because why not? Darnell Frazier, good for 20 yards. And what? 163 yards for Frazier today. Oh my gosh. And there's more. Oh, please. Darnell Frazier. 193 yards for him today. Are you kidding me? Go! Newman on the run. Ruben Patrick on the stop. And Jadrian Scott's got to be out of his mind right now. Newman breaks it down the sideline. And Fort Wayne could win it right here. Oh my gosh. First and goal. Javian Steed for the win. Fort Wayne beats El Paso. What? That has got to be the game of the year. Jadrian Scott, in his first career game, throws for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and beats 5-1 El Paso. What a comeback. All right, so injuries that don't count. Sean Harrison, special teams, doesn't count. Another one that doesn't count is Roach. That was on a punt return. That does not count. So the only one that really counts is Malatesta. But, actually, we'll go player stats first. Clink Scales, tremendous. Just didn't win. Burnett, good. Also, Malone was very good, although that 34-yard run kind of tells all. I just can't wait to see how Darnell Frazier did. Oh my gosh. I mean, Jake Self did great for El Paso, but my oh my, I'm pretty sure Frazier had a $193. 22 for 94, yeah, okay. yeah, good acquisition, Fort Wayne. You can have him. I really don't care. Yeah, 8 for 193. Are you kidding me? The dude's 35 and he's still getting it done. I love it. Darnell Frazier, good guy. Good guy. Even Julius Lawrence getting into the party. Frazier targeted 13 times, 8 catches. My goodness me. Wow. Wow is all I gotta say. 66-57 plays, total yards, pretty even. But Fort Wayne, my oh my, congratulations to new owner Cahens 4. We doubted you, man. We really doubted you. But your guys came through. Jadrian Scott throwing for 316 when everybody doubted him. Even I doubted him. I was like, they're starting Jadrian Scott this week, and he shut me up. He proved me wrong. But yeah, bravo to you guys, and you guys moved to 2-5 on the year, and that'll be it for me. 30-24 the final. We will see you guys later for more action. Full schedule available on our Discord server, and we will see you guys later. Take care and have a great rest of your weekend.